try to give my kids the juices. And I think the carrot, you just put more. I probably would do a little bit more carrot. Just a little bit more carrot, probably.
Okay.
Or a little bit more apple. I might add more apple or something. But I think also the color is what gets a lot of kids. So if you're thinking, about having a baby, and I know you are having one, or you're going to be having one soon, and just put it in a sippy cup where they can't see the color, and start with them really early. And they don't know the difference, but sometimes it's the color. Like if I make a green milk for my daughter, how I got her into drinking green milk was we were out in Locust Valley, and we would go to this little health shop, and I would have them make them for her. We would go after she played tennis, we would go over and we had our little routine, and I had them put them in a cup with a top so she didn't see the color. And then she started loving them, and then I made a point to tell her what color it was, and I said, this is our green milk, and this is fun, we do this every day after we play tennis. And then she started looking forward to it. And then she doesn't care, now she doesn't care that it was green, but a lot of times we have nutritional deficiencies, and then they make us make bad choices. And our bodies are craving something. They might be craving sugar. Well, the sugar in the carrot or the beet, sometimes that's just enough. I just put a little beet in here because beet is a very cleansing, should I say cleansing drink.
Now, do you ever keep track of the actual nutritional content, like how much B, how many actual vitamins, like the percentage, or
I tend not. I've added the parsley, I've added the kale, I've added the romaine. And romaine gives it a really buttery flavor. And I've added a little spinach. So I think we've become in America we've become so dependent on it's this mass produced stuff, and I just think it's just I almost feel like we're feeding ourselves not real food in a way.
Sure. Yeah.
So here. So this is the carrot. I'm going to make a little bit more.
Good, huh?
You go to the bathroom, and if it's red, don't be scared. It's normal. My husband, I made it, and he's probably coming out. I'll tell you this story. He freaked out. I made the beets, and I forgot to tell him. And he's like, I think I'm going to go to the doctor. Something happened. I'm serious.
Yeah.
You will think that you're bleeding. It looks
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
pink. It's so bizarre.
It totally freaks people out. So
Right.
I do like to mention.
Don't spill it.
Yeah. It helps with parasites, so that's
Coconut milk.
coconut
Period.
So grated coconut or coconut milk or what have you. So that's kind of a nice thing to.
I never knew that.
So if you've been traveling, that's what I'm saying. If you've been traveling Mexico, like pinworm and tapeworm and things like that. So I had a client, and we did this whole program where we naturally got rid of them. Because it's easy to pick up those kind of things when you're traveling and stuff like that. So it's like an antiviral thing. So that's just one of the things. I'm not a real big ginger fan, so I don't know why. I just don't use it. But if you love ginger, Tony, is that right? Do you use a lot of ginger?
No, not tons, but I do like it. It depends on my mood because it is spicy. It just adds another context to the juice, but it's good.
So I'm gonna make
cleansing too, right?
It's very cleansing.
When I add the ginger and the lemon to a green drink, sometimes it's too much. It's takes away I can't taste the
right. So what I wanted to say is what I have left is I just wanted to show you with this, and then I'll make a green smoothie for you guys because I think we have time.
And I railed, and I raved, that's the difference.
By your wife. This honestly, I kid you not. I have a recipe which you'll get next week in the raw book. Sorry, but you can literally put raw butternut squash, literally raw butternut squash, a can of coconut milk unsweetened, a little maple syrup, cinnamon, nutmeg, pumpkin spice. It takes 2 seconds. Turn it on. It heats it up.
I know.
It's done. It's done, and it is delicious. Okay, so today I'm just gonna make my simple. I'm gonna make a simple. I'm gonna make a simple green smoothie. Okay, so all you do is kale. You can really put any green you have. If you have spinach, if you have kale, if you have romaine, whatever you have, stick it in there. I love also to add avocado. I know this sounds really weird, but it adds really good fat. It makes it really creamy, and I love to add avocado. So I'm gonna add an avocado. So you just stick it in there. This is like magic. Like, I love this.
Do you eat a lot of avocado in your diet?
I eat so much avocado and so many nuts. I can't even tell you.
Almond milk?
This is almond milk. I put a lot of. I'm gonna put a lot of almond milk because there's a lot of people here. And then I'm gonna also get some fruit. And I'm gonna get some supplements, and I'll go through them. So maca, it's really good for energy, sexual energy. People normally think of it, but it's also really just good for any like vital energy. If you really feel like depleted and you're just like, oh, gives you that kind of, and that's what typically, makes people asexual. Omega-3s, flaxseed oil. You could also use a hemp, but I like flax. I have hemp here. I'm going to add that too. Thank you for asking. The hemp is the protein. Hemp is also omega-3s. So, like if you're working a lot, again, if you're working a lot at work, add that. One of my favorite things to add is very important for men is pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds prevent against prostate cancer. So if I'm making it for Oliver, my husband, which I'm just going to add a little bit of that for him. And I always add that. So like that's it. And it's amazing. That's it. So that's yeah, smoothies are the one things that they have staying power. So you can have line these up. You can have for a day or two. These actually do work. You can save them for a day or two. The one sort of caveat is they thicken. So like I could already tell like this for now is on the thick side. So I could tell that this would not be I probably for my husband tomorrow I'm going to add a little bit more liquid because I can tell by tomorrow it would be too thick. So that it kind of if you don't do it, make sure it's liquidy, it would turn into sludge. So that's I just started taking a multi because I was worried about not getting it. So my son loves to make smoothies in the morning, which like he'll make like the chocolate powder smoothies. I was saying the green powder smoothies.
It's like milkshake, right?
Yeah, it's like milkshake, and so he has it, and he just gets it right out of the freezer, and he can make them himself, which is nice.
So you could just honestly do this, and just if you want more protein, just add some more extra hemp in there.
You can add whatever. You can add whatever you want. I wouldn't. Yeah, hemp or green pea protein. I wouldn't.
I've never heard of green pea protein.
Yeah, they're green. So for tomorrow, like what I'll do is for my husband, I'll just put it in one of these. Put it in the freezer, and then or put it in the refrigerator, and he'll take it to work.
It's nice. It's good.
That the difference between the sprout and the bean, it is a golden ring, it is a twisted